What if the person you thought you left in the past suddenly reappeared and changed everything? Tonight's story takes us back to the quiet but complicated world of Timberlake, a place where secrets never stay buried for long. This is Season 4, Episode 2 of Sullivan's Crossing, and trust me, this episode quietly sets up some huge emotional storms. The episode begins on a surprisingly warm and cozy note. Sydney Shandon invites Maggie Sullivan and Lola Gunderson over for a small get-together. At first, it looks like just three friends hanging out. But beneath the smiles, something feels off. Lola admits something that hits harder than expected. She's lonely. Ever since Jacob Crane Bear left, the crossing feels emptier than before. The silence is louder than before. Maggie agrees. In fact, everyone needed this night. But Sydney isn't here just for snacks and comfort. She wants answers, especially about Liam. Yes, the same Liam who just showed up out of nowhere, claiming to be Maggie's husband. And suddenly the room gets quiet. Sydney pushes a little more. You can't pretend this isn't a big deal. Maggie sighs and finally opens up. Lola asks the question everyone has been thinking. Why did you marry him? And Maggie's answer reveals a lot about her past. Life with Liam was wild, unpredictable, an adventure every single day. But adventures can burn out. Eventually, Liam realized something. Maggie wasn't as reckless as he was. He didn't say it out loud, but she knew. And that's when everything between them started falling apart. Breakups like that leave scars. So Maggie changes the mood. Instead of talking about the past, she wants to see what the future holds. She hands out fortune cookies. And strangely enough, the fortunes feel almost symbolic. Lola reads hers first. Every cloud has a silver lining. Maggie smiles and reads hers. It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. But then Sydney reads hers. You will soon find yourself in a romantic encounter. Sydney laughs awkwardly. She says she's done with romance for now. But Lola proposes something important, a pact. No matter what happens, they stick together. And for a moment, it feels like everything might actually be okay. But outside, something is already starting to unravel, because Liam is on his way to the crossing, and what he does next could change everything. Liam finally tracks Maggie down at the crossing, and right away, Maggie notices something. He's not supposed to be walking on that injured leg, but Liam brushes that off like it's nothing. He hates staying still. And that's exactly who Liam has always been, restless, impulsive, and a little dangerous. But Maggie didn't come here to argue about his injury. She needs to talk about something far more complicated, their annulment paperwork, or at least what she thought was an annulment, because there's a problem, a big one. They're still married. Yes, legally, Maggie and Liam are still husband and wife. Cal Jones has been looking into it, but things aren't simple. Liam doesn't seem too bothered. In fact, he plans to stick around. Apparently, until the visa paperwork is processed, he has nowhere else to go, so he might as well enjoy Timberlake. Maggie isn't thrilled about that, not even a little. Meanwhile, life at the crossing continues moving in different directions. Frank Cranebear is working on setting up a nature reserve. Edna is finally recovering after surgery. Things should feel peaceful again, but calm moments never last long in this town, because over at the outpost, Maggie meets Liam again, and their conversation takes an unexpected turn. They start reminiscing. Pamplona, running with the bulls. Yes, they actually did that together. And Maggie admits something shocking. She was terrified the entire time. But Liam remembers something different. Excitement, freedom, adventure. It's clear now they saw the same life in completely different ways. But just as the tension starts building, something else happens. Liam's wound reopens. He's bleeding, badly, and now Maggie has no choice but to help him again. But what happens next slowly begins reopening old emotions Maggie thought were gone. The clinic is packed. too many patients, not enough doctors. And suddenly, Maggie is reminded why she wanted to start a medical practice here in the first place, helping people who actually need it, not chasing prestige, not chasing fame, just helping. Liam notices something interesting about Maggie here. She's different, calmer, grounded. And then something unexpected happens. Maggie helps a young boy waiting at the clinic, just a simple diagnosis, but Liam watches carefully. And then he says something Maggie definitely didn't expect. "You'd make a good mom." And that moment changes the atmosphere completely. On the drive back, Maggie barely speaks. Something about that comment stirred something deep inside her. When they finally arrive back at the crossing, Maggie snaps. She tells Liam the truth. She wants the divorce, and she never wants to see him again. And suddenly, we see a flashback, the moment everything started falling apart between them. Right after they got married, Liam rushed off to cover a story. Work always came first. Adventure always came first. And Maggie realized she would never come first. Meanwhile, another mystery begins to unfold. A camper named Quincy reports something missing, his watch. Not just any watch, one with sentimental value, and he's convinced someone stole it. The crossing has never had theft before, but what happens next makes things much worse, because the suspicion suddenly lands on someone nobody expected. Ben, a quiet kid who recently arrived, and for a moment, everyone wonders the same thing. Did he actually steal it? But the search finds nothing. The watch is gone, and the tension at the crossing grows even heavier. But what Cal sees later changes the entire situation. Later that night, Cal notices something strange. Ben quietly drops the missing watch near a flower bed. Just like that. No explanation, no confrontation, just guilt. And suddenly, everything becomes clearer. Ben didn't steal it to keep it. He took it, probably because something else is going on in his life. Frank understands this immediately. People make mistakes, especially kids who are hurting. And instead of punishing him, they decide to help him. But the emotional tension doesn't stop there, because Maggie decides she needs to clear the air with Liam once and for all. She goes to his cabin, and that's when she notices something shocking, a massive scar across his back, the kind of scar that tells a story Liam hasn't told her yet. And suddenly, Maggie realizes something. There's still a lot she doesn't know about him. And earlier, Liam was making a mysterious phone call, telling someone it wasn't the right time to tell her yet. So now the big question is, what secret is Liam hiding? And could that secret change Maggie's feelings all over again? Meanwhile, Lola's life is also changing fast. She just lost her internship, but strangely, she doesn't seem devastated, because now nothing is stopping her from visiting Jacob in Calgary. But Sydney reminds her about the pact, the promise to stay together. And suddenly, the future feels uncertain for everyone. Friendships, relationships, and even the future of the crossing itself. This episode may seem quiet on the surface, but it's laying the foundation for something much bigger. Secrets are building, emotions are shifting, and Liam's hidden truth might be the next explosion waiting to happen. But the real question is Maggie ready to hear it? Or will the past destroy everything she's building in Timberlake? Because in Sullivan's Crossing, the past always finds its way back. And when it does, nothing stays the same.